Yo, we are back, and I told you we got a very special guest in the building, man. You can't go about the city of Atlanta without mentioning this gentleman's legacy, from the name to the label he was associated with. Man, we got my guy, Baby D, man. Thanks for coming in, man.
Hey, I thank y'all for having me. You know, Nuface, you always everywhere.
Hey,
Anywhere
man.
I go, I'm gonna see you.
Hey, man, you heard it from the legend himself, but we are live here at Georgio's, man,
Exactly.
and fashion, and where you represent the legacy of Camp. But when you was starting out, where were you shopping at?
Well, me, I was shopping at Georgio's. You ain't gonna see us out, you know, the first Georgio's that they had, like in Greenbriar Mall and South Cal Mall. So, you know, that was like one of the groundbreaking stores, which it still is, for fashion. You know, we didn't have like the DTLRs and, you know, all the other, you know, places to go at Walters and Georgio.
Wow, that's a fact, man. Shout out to Walters, man. And were you shopping yourself, or were you, were you?
Nah, I'm the drip god. You know, they got the drip from me. You know what I'm saying? I've been dripping on these folks. You know what I'm saying? You can go back to when we was wearing the long t-shirts and the long jeans.
Now, what size was those? Because I remember you
was
had
wearing about a 5X at the time.
And we ain't never been big.
Never
man.
been big. Hey, all the people, you know what I'm saying? People like, you know, my boy be a country just like he said, he's like, man, y'all get all the big clothes, we can't even find none. I'm like, bruh.
Oh man, so let's talk about the legacy, man. So who was around when Baby D was starting to be a rapper or wanted to get in the mic? Who were some people that you seen that were inspiring you, or you said I wanted to do that?
Well, Kilo was one of my most like notable people that I looked up to. You know what I mean? Because at the time, you know, like Atlanta, we was slept on, but he always was representing where he was from, born home. He was always representing the West Side, and you know, and I, you see, like even in my music, it's like every time that I say anything, it's gonna be like Atlanta, or it's gonna be about, you know, Decatur, or you know how, you know, the camaraderie that we have going on down here. So he was one of my inspirations. I also listened to Outkast, you know, Luke. You know, he was around Freaking time, you know, and then he had the whole Florida thing going on. I used to listen to E40, E40, Spice One.
Oh, West Coast, the East Bay Gangster. What you know about that, man?
We even take it down to Memphis, 3-6 Mafia,
Criminal Man, Criminal Man.
You know what I'm saying? Project Pop, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
So you was really engulfed in studying the culture too.
Well, actually, I didn't even know I was studying the culture, and you know, at that time, you know, like I didn't know I was even gonna get into music. Because I played the drums, you know, I played the violin, I played the piano, you know what I'm saying? I know how to read.
So it could have been Baby Drummer?
Exactly, it could have been that, you never know, you know what I mean? So it's like I've always been into music, so, you know, without me not even knowing, I had a love for it, and it always draw me, you know what I'm saying, closer to it, because, you know, one thing about music is based on the feeling. So, you know what I mean? And I like to feel good. So it's like music makes me feel good. So that's one thing that drew me to it. And I didn't even know it. So
wow.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Wow. And then this weekend, man, I was privy. Nuface was there for a show. And we had Trick Daddy, Legends, Webby, and it was a lot of Miami and Florida was in the building, right?
Exactly.
But then Pastor Troy, who was on the bill, brought you out, right?
Exactly.
And you guys performed this song called ATL Ho, featuring you, R.I.P. Archie, and Pastor Troy.
Exactly.
And we also gonna shout out, you know, Lil C, R.I.P.
Lil C.
But when you walked out there, brother, and that city was like ATL without the music, how does that make you feel? And did you think when you guys were in the studio making this song that would have that impression 20 years later?
Well, actually, when we was making that song, it was just more about, you know, just three guys coming together and showing the unity of the city. You see what I'm saying? Because at that time, Pastor Troy had a hot song out. Archie, you know, he had a hot song out, and then I had a hot song out. So we was like, let's just come together and just do this song. So when we was doing the song, we never knew that it was gonna have an impact on the city or the culture as it does today. You see what I'm saying? Like, it was just like even with East Side, West Side, it was like we was just, you know, some kids running around the city, and we was just proud to be from the East Side or proud to be from the West Side. You know, same thing with the Atlanta. We was just proud to be from Atlanta. So, you know, when I came to Troy with the idea, you know what I mean, I was like, look, man, we need to just do this for the ATL. And he was like, okay. So, you know, and the rest is basically history.
And that's the saying, from T-shirts to every show that I go to, every show, I always say it's not a show unless somebody gets the crowd or they say it themselves and the crowd is just chanting ATL.
Exactly. And it showed the pride though. It showed the pride that a lot of people feel the way I feel about the city. So you know what I mean. That song is it's for them. You know what I mean. Everybody got that one song. Like this song is for the city. You know what I mean. It's gonna go down in history like Marvin Gaye and Al Green. You know what I'm saying?
So that means you're a part of a legendary song. And also a legendary label, right? Camp Records.
Exactly.
So how was that being a part of that family, and how did you get, brought into that family? How were you introduced to them?
Well, it actually started off, I was doing like talent shows, and I had a song called Forrest Gump, Run Forrest Run, way back in the day.
Wow.
And then, so I was doing like a lot of talent shows, so I needed a show CD because I didn't have a DJ. And I was trying to elevate my game basically on the stage. So I went to I went to Greenbriar Flea Market, and I met Voodoo. That was my first door open into the boot camp. I met Voodoo. Voodoo, he said, man, I got somebody to make your mixtape for you, DJ Jelly. So then it was like a domino effect. I met Jelly, he made the mixtape, and then at that time he was saying that he was gonna start a label called with him and Big Oomp and some of his partners. They were starting a label called Big Oomp Records.
So you was at the beginning.
At the beginning, yeah. I was like one of the first artists. Major Bank and Sammy Sam and me.
Wow. Man, so how does that feel, and what's different between now and then as far as music, the consumption of the fan? Is there anything that you notice different in the game?
I noticed the only thing that's different in the game is the way you get what you have done out. I come from an era to where they used to call it the chilling song. So we would have to get on the road and ride down and go to the radio station.
Physical product.
Yeah, we would have to actually go and put posters on the telephone poles and get fines for promoting. You feel what I'm saying? So nowadays, it's like the click of a button. If you got enough people in your network, you can touch 1 million, 2, 3 million, or billion people with just a click of a button. So that's one thing that I think that's changed a lot. And as far as on the promotion side of music, I don't think it's gonna ever change because every song starts off with a drum kick and a snare drum and a bass kick. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about what you build on it off of that. So like music, I think it's still, like I say, based on the feeling, and it's gonna always be the same. It's just the artists and the creators are being more creative.
Gotcha. And speaking of music, just the other day you invited me out to a session, man, and I was privy to hear some upcoming music from some of your artists. So tell the people, one, I guess, is there a situation coming soon or a label?
Yeah, we got the label.
Tell the people what
we got the label about to get ready to drop. Atlanta Music Group. You see what I'm saying? We did a situation with Others Records and Empire. Big shout out to Wiley, guys and them. And AMG Leak, AMG PBK, and AMG Princes. They the first artists. The 2023, 28 Fugees. You know what I'm saying? They going crazy, but you know what I mean? Like you say, you heard the music, and then the talent is undeniable because it's like kids nowadays, they learn a lot faster. And they seeing a lot more that we were sheltered from when we was young. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they can speak on it and they have a voice now. So it's like they have a lot more to talk about and a lot more to say. So, you heard the music, it's dropping, it's coming soon. That's all I can say. The movie is out, smoke out the movie.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah,
the guys acting now?
Yeah, we're doing the acting, rapping, trapping.
And then what I wanted to say about the session too is, man, it felt good to see a bunch of young kids in like a hub. It reminded me of like a after school kids group of Boy Scouts or a camp, like a YMCA, but these guys were learning music. You had young guys in there rapping, recording, taking pictures. And that made me proud because these people could kind of be out in the street or doing their thing, but they're in there creating music and great music. And you're at the helm of this stuff, so congratulations, man.
Hey, I appreciate any way that I can try to help the new generation coming up, you know what I mean, to learn from the mistakes that I made, all the bad mistakes that I did make, you know what I'm saying, if I can try to help them out, especially, people that's close to me like that, and I'll try to, do what I can do to steer them in the right direction.
Gotcha. So where can the people lead you to and follow you at, and even tap in if there are new artists coming up, and just let the people know where they can find you and what you got going on?
Okay, well, you can always follow me at Dizzle, DIZZLE, AMG23. I'm all on the web like a spider. So hit me up, let me know what crack lacking. We're going to get it cracking, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta Music Group, that's the new label y'all been look out for. AMG Leak, AMG PBK, and AMG Princes, it don't stop.
Man, this guy's out here hustling like a new artist, man. Y'all better tap in. And stay tuned, man. We are live here at Georgio's NuStyle. Nuface was there. Let's
Nuface
go.
was there. Smoke out.